What's true Magi though?
It increases stagger duration on my attacks.
Alright, so, what are we doing?
We're going after Aizen. We have,
okay.
We have to go out the other gate. The other one. The other gate. That one.
That one? Alright. Alright.
I believe.
Your left.
I think.
No, your other left.
Hold on.
Track Aizen in the north.
Yes.
Fence
So we
about,
go
okay.
to the green. The very top.
Alright.
Set up an obvious trap. Couldn't it at least be someplace more convenient?
Let's see if we remember how to play this game.
Let's go fight that thing.
That thing. How do you play this game again?
Mud slime.
And of course, my batteries are about to die.
We get Island Master music?
Yep. Because we're all dressed up like Master characters.
Even a short weapon is effective up close.
And training can help it get even closer. Mine gets as long as I want it to be.
That sounded very subjective.
Subjective or something
Very
else?
subjective.
Oh, did you get the invite for the OneNote file, Nate?
OneNote? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna try using that to kind of jot down ideas for topics to talk about for today.
Okay.
And the last one that I wanted to bring about was about Persona 5, actually.
What about it?
Have you heard about the controversy when it first came out?
What about it?
About not being able to stream anything because
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, thoughts,
Mm,
concerns.
kind of silly, but it's okay. Honestly, I feel like it's their IP. They're able to do what they want,
Mm-hmm.
and while it doesn't really do anything for people who aren't gonna buy the game to kind of get an idea of what the game is like, I can see where they're coming from.
What was their official motivation for it?
So basically, what they said was because this is it's a single player game and that there's only a single playthrough, essentially, they feared that people would not like the game after they watched, or they would not be able to enjoy the game after they watched the story, because that's basically all that it's going for it, and thereby streaming it would negate their ability to get more sales. Yeah, essentially.
Well, I had another point to this when the conversation came about, but that was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Either way, I think what they're doing is reasonable. It's just really annoying and kind of frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for people who are planning on streaming the game.
Like me.
Yeah, it takes away from the people who are trying to do it. But again, you also understand that they're trying to make as much money as possible.
I feel like it's not that reasonable because people who were going to play it anyways would probably not watch the stream. Like, I'm not sure how much of an impact it's making on sales for people. Like, if you really wanted to play this game, you probably like pre-ordered it and stuff like that, and like set aside time to play because this is one of those games that Persona fans have been waiting for.
For way too long.
Yeah, and like even like minorly into Persona fans have like gotten on the hype thing.
I mean, for example, I like Persona a lot, but I haven't bought the game. And
Were you intending to play it?
I would like to play it, but
Were you going to?
initially no. In order to play it, I would have to buy it.
Okay. So then, not seeing it on stream isn't going to affect your purchase?
No, it actually would probably make it less likely for me to buy it.
Why is that?
Because I know nothing about the game. It's not really interesting to me, and I wouldn't have the interest to want to dig deeper. I mean, at least in streams, as we mentioned before, when I watch something or I read something, it's more likely that I can imagine how things are going to happen. So, in general, those types of situations, make it less likely for me to buy a game, but they're also, if the story is really nice and I want to continue seeing what happens in it, I'll probably buy it anyway and play it just to get the experience and also to see if there's anything that I didn't see on stream. Because, you know, I can't watch the whole thing 24/7.
Yeah.
Also, if the battle system is really cool, then I'll probably,
Come on,
you know,
really?
buy it.
Hey, sorry.
But if everything is, if I don't know anything about the game and it wasn't marketed very well, then I'm probably not gonna buy it anyway.
Okay. Are we talking in general, or are we talking Persona 5 specifically?
Persona 5, I don't think was marketed that much online, at least in the networks that I've been looking at. So I probably wouldn't have considered it had I not seen a whole bunch of memes and looked at the battle system and kind of seen some of the characters and they look kind of cool. And I probably wouldn't have done that if there weren't people talking about it. So I would have wanted to buy it even more had I seen a couple of my friends streaming it or whatnot. And I can't do that now. So, I mean, the only thing that's really been kind of keeping me interested is the memes.
I feel like they kind of shot themselves in the foot.
Why is that?
They're banking so heavily on people that already know that they want to play the game. But then there's lots of people that could have been hyped to play the game by seeing other people play it. But by cutting that part of the community out, they reverted back to just like
just the core fan base.
Just the core fan base.
The core fan base is going to pay the bills.
So I'm not quite sure how, like, I don't know the actual numbers. Maybe what they did actually did manifest in higher sales. But a part of me wants to say that it would be lower because lots of people that were kind of interested in it probably didn't feel included in the community.
Okay.
They just bought on the used market.
But what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, after about 2 weeks, people probably already finished the game, so they probably sold it, you know, looking to buy the game used. Which doesn't really impact their sales very much at all.
Nope.
And it also, is that a...
That's a red code?
Yep. Give me a second. Apparently Casey can't hear us very well. I don't know.
Also, if you're ever interested in wearing one of these wonderful hats here, you can get them at Hungry Human. Hungry Human is a fighting game franchise that enjoys making a lot of apparel for all of the people who enjoy fighting games like myself. I actually got this at NCR. Wonderful hat. Nice snapback. You can see the sticker too. I'm going to make it a trend to wear different hats every time we have streams.
Oh, wow.
And I am not endorsed by Hungry Hippo.
Human.
See, I don't even know what their names are.
Not endorsed.
I'm not endorsed whatsoever. So yeah, maybe this guy is, and he's actually not paying up. So we should sue him.
Yeah, man.
For unsolicited advertisements.
Am I being paid to be here?
All right. Shit. I'm gonna have to turn this all the way up if that's the case. Actually, let me see if we can do it.
No, I'm not being paid by Hungry Human either.
Okay.
I really like the person that designs all the stuff. Really good guy.
All right, this is not gonna help at all.
I bought a shirt and I bought a hat. The shirt's really good too. Like a lot of the stuff that he makes is really good.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty high quality. Also, I want to talk to you about something.
What's up?
I want to have a logo.
A logo?
Yes.
What kind of logo?
So, you know that picture of Sonic in Sonic Adventure 2 where he's going like this? He's like curved around in the street.
All right. Oh, Jesus
Can you do
fucking
that
Christ.
With a crow.
Like, is that loud enough?
Wait, a personal logo?
Because
Yeah.
if I do
For
it
you?
any louder, I guess I can peek this
I
out.
could. Like, do you want it in that style?
Yeah.
Do you want a fursona that's a crow?
All right. How about? Oh no, that's
Maybe.
bad. That's really
I
bad.
don't know. Sounds good.
Yeah, actually, no. I've maxed out my stuff. I honestly don't know what to do about this.
What about her volume settings?
She said that she has to turn it all the way up, so I don't know. That's just a
Can you
monitor.
hear me now? No.
Apparently that's
Yes.
much better.
Is it?
Apparently.
Do we have to get this thing closer to us?
Maybe, yeah.
Hello.
Be careful though. If it's too close, it's starting to get like some bad feedback.
Hello there.
Hello?
Okay, because like I have to max out my mixer in order to do this, and that's
Is
kinda-
there is it one of those simple things where on OBS the mic setting on the front HUD is not up?
Maybe. Let me check.
Hello, and welcome to the Tenouraku Tales of Berseria stream.
So
I'm
you're-
your semi-host.
So you're a persona now? You're a furry now?
No, I'm not.
Do you identify with
How does
crows?
that sound?
No.
Is that all right?
There is a friend of mine
Uh-huh.
is a fighting game player,
Mhm.
and he calls himself the Black Rooster, or in Spanish, it's called El Gallo Negro.
Mhm.
So, I wanted to do a logo
Okay.
to kind of encourage him to put me on his team. But instead of being a rooster, I wanted to be a crow. And in
wanna be a
Spanish, well, crows are crafty.
Yeah, they are. I wanted to befriend them. Say water, resistant to normals and wind.
Awesome.
Great.
All right.
So, everything. He's
Not
resistant
everything.
to everything.
Bam.
Bam.
All right. But going back to our conversation. All right. So basically, Nate, you feel that they shot themselves in the foot. In other words, that they've actually done things. They made things worse by.
Well, they essentially neutered the community
Mhm.
to force individual sales.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not sure how much conversion there would have been if you just had a bunch of people that were really into Persona 5 streaming,
Mm-hmm.
and people were just like, "Oh, what's this?" and watched it.
Okay. And then James, you more or less felt the same way.
I mean, I'm not a streamer, and I'm not pretty heavy in playing RPGs right now. It probably wouldn't have affected my decision either way, but it's definitely weird. I feel like if you bought the content, you should be able to do whatever you want with said content, even streaming it.
Okay.
I think we're in 2017. People are streaming games all the time. They should expect this to happen, and they should design it in the aspect that it would probably be streamed day of.
Okay. So before we move on, it sounds like for the most part, in terms of Persona 5 and in general streaming, the company should allow people to stream as much as they want. Are we basically in concurrence with that?
We're kind of moving into a DRM versus non-DRM
That's-
conversation, right?
That's what I was going to lead into. But
Ah.
I wanted to put a a finality to this conversation so we can move on to the next
There's
one.
no finality. It's just a stream of consciousness. There's a chest behind us, you dumbass.
You know
Wow.
what? You know what, Jay?
I didn't say anything. You need to apologize.
God damn it, James! Why are you always ruining the stream?
I didn't do anything yet.
Oh man.
Anyways, okay, so yes, that's exactly what I want to get into later. Is that it does sound like a kind of a DRM slash. I lost my train of thought.
Like, are we renting the content or are we buying the content?
Digital rights media. You're right.
Mhm.
Who actually owns the content and who actually is allowed to do what they will with their products, and yeah, that's actually a very interesting and difficult question to answer. So when we get everyone's points, what do you think, Nate?
I'm of the. I would prefer it DRM free, just as a consumer, but I don't have any qualms with their practice.
Okay.
I think if they want to do it that way, they should be able to do it that way, and people can vote on their opinion by buying it less if they really dislike it that much.
James is not ready.
No, I'm ready to make a point.
You ready to fight?
But I'm not. I'm not.
All right. Okay. And then James, what do you think?
Honestly, I don't feel that they have much of a stake in that.
Who's that? What do you mean?
I feel that the publisher and the developer have made a game and they've put it out
Wrong way.
for people to use
Uh-huh.
and play as much as possible. Even though it is their IP, it's not as if the consumer is somehow creating different things with their game or stealing sales from their game. Their main source of income is their game, and we have bought it. We've done everything that we've agreed upon with it. It's not a movie, and if we are gonna say that a video game is a movie, then we're going into a completely different genre. Then
Yeah.
It's like-
well, that's a completely different conversation in of itself. So let's save that for later.
But fact is, it is not something that you view. It's something that you interact with, and each interaction, every action you make in the game is your own.
Okay.
So the fact that that is the case means that everything that you do in the game is pretty much your property,
Okay.
unless they somehow are going to make it so that you don't play the game more.
Okay.
So yeah, I honestly feel that being able to stream the game that you played and bought is fine, unless you're gonna cut some of the shares you're gonna get from the new games that you're gonna sell.
What do you mean by that?
Like, if say for example, they're gonna say, "Oh, I can't stream this game." Well, are you going to make it cheaper, considering you're gonna sell more games, or are you? If I can stream, does that mean that I get a cut of the profits of you getting those new games that I'm now going to be selling for you? I'm like, at some point, are you? You're saying that I'm costing you money? Then,
Whoa.
that was weird.
Thank you for that.
If you're saying that a consumer is costing you money, well then how much money are we really costing you? And if that's the case, how are you going to address that? Because you're not going to take streaming away. That's just not going to happen.
Well, yeah, but they can't take away your right to be able to stream their content. And
Well, considering it's their IP, yes, they could do that, but it's not going to stop people from spoiling the game. It's not going to stop people from
oh yeah, definitely not.
gonna stream it anyway. I mean, especially if they don't care. And as long as it ends up on YouTube or any other place, it's still free game.
Is that you, Angie?
Well, are they
Is
halting?
there someone saying STFU?
No. She's just saying trollololo.
Oh,
Are they halting?
Hey, Angie. How's it going? You guys all know Angie, right?
Yeah.
You know Angie, right?
That Angie?
damn.
Yeah, Angie Jam. Yeah.
Damn.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Are they halting streaming for duration or just entirely?
Entirely.
Entirely?
And they're not just gonna they're gonna content flag if they see your stuff anywhere, whether it be on Twitch or
Like forever?
that's indefinitely.
Indefinitely?
Yeah, I was confused at first. Aw, well, thank you very much for dropping by, Angie.
Later, Angie.
Well, we'll see you later.
Bye bye.
Thanks. That's what we're trying to do. If you want to join in later, tweet us at Philosophical Saturdays. We're gonna make
Did
it a
you
thing.
make it?
We're gonna make it a thing.
Okay.
We're gonna
I've already named it. I've already named it on
Oh,
the
is
stream.
it?
Yeah.
Philosophical Saturday?
Yep. Philosophical Saturdays.
Oh, man.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Drop a tweet to us. Either me. You should have their tweets too. But yeah. Okay. So, what were we saying again? You're asking a question about whether
They're doing it forever.
Oh
so-
yeah, yes. So from what their note that they gave, apparently yes, it's indefinite. I was confused at first because
They gave a time, but it was a time within the game.
yeah, I was so confused. Like they said until 7/7. I was like, so we can't stream until July 7th? And I was like, oh wait, that's right. In Persona, you go through the days.
Mhm.
So yeah, apparently once you, so their criteria specifically is that so you can technically still stream, you can still put up videos if you want. However, you can't show cutscenes, which I can understand the legal problems there, as being that it's working with 2 other companies, you know.
Mhm.
But the other thing is that you can't show cutscenes, you can't reveal any spoilers to stories, and you can't show anything past July 7th.
So you can't play the game.
Basically, you can show like characters, you can show what the battle system. You can't show bosses. You're not allowed to show bosses.
So really, all you can do is walk around the dungeon and fight mobs.
Yeah. pretty
Okay.
much.
Okay. They're gonna have a really hard time with that. I feel that they're gonna be the first person who decides, hey, I want to show some of my stuff.
Well, people. Well. Oh wait, what do you mean?
The first person that decides, oh, I'm going to do this, and has the balls enough to want to, bring up a lawsuit.
They're not
It-
gonna win though.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean legally they're in the right.
Yeah.
It's sort of like you can't just play licensed music on your stream if you want to. You just can't do that.
Actually, in the Kingdom Hearts remaster that they recently made for the PS4, right in the menu when you have to choose all the different games, they have a streaming criteria thing.
Oh, nice. So it just like turns off all licensed content.
Oh no. Sorry, not like that. It's a disclaimer or like what you're allowed to do. And basically what they said, because apparently people do this, is you're not allowed to stream just the music. And apparently people do that. They'll just put it in the game and you just listen to the music.
I can see that. I've gone to YouTube to listen to music.
I've done that too, but I've never imagined someone would put it in the game, basically have a let's play set up to listen to music.
Yeah.
Which I mean, like, I'm not saying that's not possible. I just never thought about that. I was like, huh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like in Nier, you can go sit in the corner and listen to music.
That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, but Square Enix is not strict about their streaming policies at all. People have been streaming Kingdom Hearts forever,
And they're like, okay.
exactly. Like Square apparently is pretty cool about it. They are, as people would like to say, awoke.
Awoke.
I hate that word. I'm sorry.
Is that
It's grammatically incorrect.
awoke?
I just feel that in terms of property rights, I mean, it's your property. You should be able to do what you want with your property.
Well, that's why you support a DRM free environment. Right?
Well, I do. I'm not going to say that what they're doing is wrong. Like Tenouraku mentioned, yes, it is their intellectual property. They can choose to do that whether we like it or not. The fact is, should they do it, is entirely different. I feel that they are stepping into a completely different realm of what you were mentioning before, whether we're renting the game or whether we're actually owning a share of this game. Like, this is our game. This is what we paid for. And we want to be able to express ourselves in the way that we want. And if you're trying to limit or dictate how we express ourselves in the game, then what's the point? You're cutting off an entirely different group of people from wanting to buy the game because they can't express themselves in a particular way.
Okay.
And I mean, it's their money. They can do that if they want to. But I just feel that if someone's willing to put up enough of a fight, it's going to be really messy.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I honestly don't think that anyone will ever argue against it. The only real power that us as a consumer can do is not buy the game. And if we make a big enough stint about it, and we're just like, we're gonna get together, we're gonna just be like, no one buy this game, and then they see a huge drop in sales numbers, that's when they'll listen.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure if they'll listen or they'll just see like, oh, this game's not that popular, it's not making anymore.
And that's a possibility, but I feel that Atlas doesn't have a lot of outs in that case.
Yeah.
If it was a company like, say, EA, yeah, they can easily just like, all right, we're not gonna make that game anymore. We'll make something else. But someone like Atlas, where they're already a niche company, and Persona is still technically, despite all of us being relatively familiar with it, and because of our
like I've never played a Persona game before.
well, there you go. See,
Like
Nope.
I've always known that people think it's a quality series. I'm sure it's a quality series.
I have played.
I just like it's never made it high enough on my list to actually get me to play it.
and there you go. Even within the circle that it belongs in, which is the anime gaming Japanese weeboo section
Yeah.
of the gaming world, people haven't even played it.
Yeah.
What are
Yes,
you trying to say, sir?
you are a weeboo.
We're all weeboos. Get over it.
He can't be a weeaboo. He's Japanese.
He's half Japanese. He went
So-
to Japan and he realized he's not Japanese.
Exactly. So in a lot of ways, I am a weeboo.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's just like
We have to-
you're a bad. There's good and bad weeboos. You're a bad weeboo when you don't realize that you're being disrespectful.
Exactly. When you appropriate
Yeah.
my culture.
Yeah.
Can I throw up signs of profanity on stream?
You can do whatever you want on this stream. You're welcome to,
Is this an NR17 stream?
pretty much.
Okay. Sweet.
Well, it's a rated R because you're not allowed to do NR17.
Well, yeah,
On Twitch.
NR17. Yeah.
Would have explicit sexual content, which Twitch does not allow.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us are willing to do any explicit. Dude, shut the fuck up! Put your hand away. Stop that!
Be careful.
Sure, James.
Stop! Back!
We could.
Back! I say.
I could
Back! I have a whip.
change my streaming service and go to like live webcams instead.
We can go to Chatterbait.
No. Hell no.
Yeah, we can start a Chatterbait stream and it's just like 3 dudes jacking off while we're talking about philosophy.
That sounds kind of amazing.
That sounds horrible. Let's not do that. Sounds like a really bad idea.
We're gonna get real personal. I picked up an Onaho.
Oh really?
Yeah, cause I was like, I got the money.
Let's try it.
Exactly.
I have a feeling it's not gonna be that good.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'll give you my critique, and we'll do a full blown review and everything
Got it.
on stream.
Anyways.
Stream.
Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I think the position that they're in, they should be fostering a community rather than limiting.
Yeah.
Just as like effective business practices, not even in terms of like morality.
Like going away from the question of what is IP, who actually owns a product, from a sound business perspective, the way the market has evolved, streamers and YouTubers and Let's Players have become part of the video game ecology.
Yeah.
People live and succeed because of Let's Players. The entire indie scene, in fact, probably wouldn't have risen as quickly and as large as it has if it wasn't for streamers. Care to disagree, anyone?
No, I agree. It's kind of a tricky minefield to navigate for the developers and Twitch and all
For
those things.
sure.
Because essentially, Twitch, you can view Twitch almost as like a GameStop where they're just leeching off the belly.
And okay, do you want to continue? Your
Yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly how to make that a symbiotic relationship versus a parasitic relationship.
Well, I mean, that's what a lot of big developers and also a lot of indie developers have been doing. Is it's become more of a symbiotic relationship, and where they utilize the YouTubers, the Twitchers, the streamers, Let's Players, by going to them, by saying, "Hey."
Let me give you an advanced copy. Don't stream before this date.
Exactly.
Stuff like that.
They'll give some soft criteria beforehand and just like, hey, can you be cool about this? And then if you are, then hey, you're welcome to just do whatever you want with our streams. And what essentially happens is they kind of become a new form of advertisement, basically.
Yeah, well, there's that part. But then for like Twitch, how do you manage ongoing content streaming? Like is that something that you monetize, or is it just purely for advertising purposes?
Okay, I see. Because, yeah, technically they don't get any of that money.
They don't get any of it.
I would say it's kind of similar, though, to well, I mean, like, it is, because that's what they do, is they sponsor people. It's about sponsorship. It's like sponsoring an actor or a sports figure. You give them money, and then they use their fame to give you renown.
Yeah, but then it also is trading in the like, it's a little different than like merchandise, because by watching someone else play it, you are consuming the product already. You're not just like, oh dang, I see this guy wearing a really cool hat, I want to buy that hat.
Okay, well, actually, that's one of the conversations I wanted to get into, that I feel like we need to clarify.
Not that way.
Is that idea. Is watching...
There's a chest behind you.
we can open it because we have what's inside. We were maxed out.
Okay.
It was peach gels. We have too many peach gels.
We do.
It's okay.
Maybe we should stop stuffing ourselves all the time.
No.
But
No.
food. Did you want some of the Hawaiian puffs?
I thought you were gonna eat it all.
I
And pretend like you were, you know.
I did. I ate one.
Oh,
Hi. Do you know
Rada.
Rada? Is that how you pronounce it, or is it?
No, that's not her name.
Okay.
But that's her nickname for me.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
Her real name I'm not going to give, but
Yeah,
she goes by multiple names.
Well,
Mace,
what's the name that we should refer to her?
Jolene.
Kiara,
Kira? Okay. Kira. Hi, Kira. Thanks for joining the stream.
or Chaotic Insanity.
Oh, it's chaotic.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Told you she has many names.
Stop changing your name. It confuses me. You and what's her? Because we're gonna
What's
try
her?
we're gonna try not to use people's real names.
Her?
The crazy obsessed person with you.
Wow.
Oreska?
Yes. Does she have any other?
Probably.
She has an
She changes her
alias.
name a lot. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, she has aliases.
Yes.
See, when they're crazy obsessed people, they don't change their names a lot. They're aliases. That's something we look out for.
Well, should I call you by Chaotic or should I call you by Kiara? What would you prefer? Money. Did you want some too, James or Nate?
No, I'm good.
All right, I think I should go around.
I have an iron stomach.
Oh, do you now?
Yes.
But anyways, what were we saying?
Talking about DRM stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to make it
DRM sucks.
because we're trying to get. I was trying to bring. Oh yeah. I guess the conversation. I mean, I wanted to kind of stave off from this particular conversation until later, but it sounds like we're gonna get to it now. In that, what does it mean to actually own a product?
Yeah.
What does that actually mean? What do you guys think? Why do you look like you're about to fall over, James?
Because he's reaching behind himself to stuff his face.
I had 4 hours of sleep, but that is merely because I can't sleep. But you realize this, Rada, so why are we even having this conversation?
Yeah, we should take you to the doctors. Have you been diagnosed by?
Are you narcoleptic?
Just a lot on my mind.
Okay. So it's not full blown insomnia yet. Because then again, I mean, like, has insomnia been properly diagnosed as being a chemical imbalance, or is it a psychological?
Some people have insomnia, but it's a symptom, not really a...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, if it's a symptom, then that means it tends to be.
It's part of something bigger, but
Yeah.
I don't really...
And usually it tends to be psychological.
yeah, it's probably induced by stress.
Yeah, like copious amounts of it.
Well, I got that.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, bro. It's part of being an adult.
I
It's adult life.
I really don't think that's a
Oh,
that's way.
somebody's being crucified.
Yeah, I like this dress. I think that should look good.
Oh, that's Eifried.
So, this is Von Eifried.
The famous captain we now see.
But you're not directing to the microphone, so we got
Eifried. How?
he
Good
looks kind of
point.
badass.
Aside from my little brother, not even once. Your brother?
He has a brother?
Told me that once. Ryzen. Why? I've got no brother.
What?
Oh, the fake.
Enough of your tricks.
I know her.
Yeah.
The fuck?
It's fake too.
What? They're all fakes.
That's not fake. She's got a real gun.
It's the V. Now come on out, y'all coot.
Oh, is it her? No, okay.
No. It's that asshole.
It's not Pigtails miniskirt.
Nope.
Pigtails miniskirt.
Purple.
I'm making a point not to fall
Or was that a different game?
That was
Was that Exilia?
no. That
was this-
that was
That was this year, right?
yeah. No, she doesn't show up in this game.
Okay. Because she was an illusionist too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the illusion of this game.
Okay, okay.
Why am I here?
Her consciousness has returned. Surrenders its power.
Damn. He cold.
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay. I guess we're fighting a boss.
Mm-hmm.
Into a demon.
This can't be happening.
And he's all cool with it.
Well, he's out.
Of course he is. He's a jackass. He's an old and leprous.
Your Reaper's curse is quite the dreadful affliction, isn't it? Don't you run away!
His run.
Thanks for
animation's
bailing,
a little
bro.
Silly.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here.
We're gonna find out.
Weak to
Earth.
earth resistance to. Okay, good.
Weak to earth. Awesome. They're flying.
Let's do it. It's okay. You can throw a rock.
You throw a rock. Earthbend, man.
Yeah.
Don't
Alright,
you
let's do
earthbend?
this.
Why would an exorcist create a demon?
Because he's a jerk. Thank you. Thank you, Rokuro, for having common sense.
But dragons. And
Let's worry about the
demons.
dragons first. I'll help you kill this one, and then let's move on to the other. Oh, there are orbs. There we go. I got 4.
All right, do it. Do your thing. Do your thing, man.
Now, if you could lead them over here into my earth trap, that would be wonderful.
All right. Here.
But they don't land, so
Alright, one second. I'm gonna pause.
All right, go for it.
Thought he had earth magic.
Stone Lance.
There we
Stone
go.
Lance. You also got a new other thing.
Shumpo. Shumpo 2.
Yeah, it is Shumpo.
Right? Right? Flying and weak to earth. It's pretty
They're
Pretty
not.
awesome.
They're not weak to earth. They're weak to rock.
Is that the official term?
Yes. Have you ever tried flying when you're getting hit by rocks?
No, I have not.
I should really try that.
It's very disturbing.
I like your choice of
It
words.
gets in the way of everything.
Oh, damn it. Do you ever like flick your analog and then it like force flicks the other way?
You mean
Don't
when you're
say
returning
flick.
to neutral? Yeah, in a fighting game.
Well, that's what happens here. You mean you don't like the word flick, right? Or flick my stick?
I like to flick my stick all night.
We're both acting really.
Only quality stuff here on this stream.
Only quality.
This is why we call it Philosophical Saturdays.
Yeah. What am I flicking at night? Anyways. I mean, we're way off track now.
Yeah, seriously. Where were we? We were talking about DRM. We're talking about. We're still going over the concept of what actually makes.
All right, that's one down.
Who actually owns a product?
Yeah.
Which
That's
Well, I mean, it's still the halfway between owning and halfway between, like, because owning would be like, I can pass this down to my children and we can edit it as see fit and make it our own. But that is not video games. Like, you can't edit it. You can and you can't. It depends on what game you have. Some have like mods.
But what about people who like? Because that actually is a thing that certain games have actually sued consumers for, where people went into the actual coding of the game,
Yeah.
altered it, showed it online, and then they got sued for it because, yeah.
Yeah.
So, is that would you say that that's different than editing, or would you say that's around the same in the same lines?
Save the wyvern?
I think I'm okay with that sort of thing as long as they're not falsely advertising it
Okay.
and they're not reproducing for monetary gain.
Okay. Okay.
Like,
I like how he went through that entire motion and he did not notice it. Oh, did he limit it to the number of shots?
no, I made a copy.
Oh, okay. Damn it. So, trying my best to like align it with the first game, but it's not working.
Oh, we got all three.
Yeah, for once.
Nice.
But, okay, but
What was I saying?
so you're
Oh, like, you know in Chrono Trigger,
Mhm.
there's that guy who like modded it so he could propose to his girlfriend. Like, he created a new area where she like walked around and talked to NPCs, and it ended up being a proposal.
okay.
Like, is that negatively affecting anything at all?
Mhm,
I don't think so.
Okay.
But then if you go in and say like, I edited the game to look broken, and then I advertised it as, man, this game is so broken. Why is anyone buying this?
Mhm.
That's negatively impacting the image of the game.
Yeah.
Right.
That's actually like libel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, I understand that as a like suable offense.
Okay. Okay.
And if they support someone editing their game, then a lot of people try editing their game or maybe
Yeah,
take
and
their
there's-
IPs.
And then there's like a fine line between editing and modding. Like, several games support modding.
Mhm.
Some even support using their own IPs, though very few do. One game in particular that's been in the limelight of using someone else's IP and no one's really doing anything about it is Hyper Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, really?
That's a fighting game that is based around Dragon Ball Z, but
Go
it's
back to the entrance.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
and it's been in development for about 2-3 years now. And it's a game made completely from the ground up using what I believe is a Mugen engine. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
I have seen that. It looks really good.
it's a really good game. I've played it a couple of times, but you have to wonder, when are they going to get a cease and desist order? And a lot of people are saying, oh, they probably won't, because they use a lot of original stuff. They're not really taking anything from them. The only thing is they're using is the IPs.
The very blatant IP usage.
Yeah, it's very blatant, and it's clear that that is a murky situation. It's like, this game is completely developed from the ground up. The only thing that it's using are these commonly
check to see what's
known
on the other side.
characters, and because they're not making any money from it,
Well,
They
That
can't
hasn't
sell
stopped-
the game
That hasn't stopped companies before.
from
And-
using a cease and desist order. Of
and
course, it hasn't.
actually, just to give a kind of a FYI for everyone who doesn't know, apparently within the law, at least in American law, I don't know about outside of America, you are required to defend your any kind of copyrights.
I've
and
actually
IP.
heard opposing opinion on that.
Well,
like in
I-
terms of
whether it actually
whether that's actually
Oh.
a thing.
okay.
I'm not even sure anymore. There's so
Okay.
much back and forth. I'd have to double check the
Okay.
fact.
Well, then there you go.
That
You should go check it out yourself and research. However, there is common knowledge that people have thought about or have spread amongst people, and that apparently within the law you are required to defend your IP no matter what.
yeah.
So whenever it is being used outside of your own usage, excuse bad use of English, you have to defend it. So even if the person is not doing anything particularly wrong or even going against you, you have to take them to court or send them to cease and desist and stop them from doing it, because you could lose your rights to that IP if you don't.
Yeah.
Um,
That's the going common knowledge.
But-
Again, I'm not sure if it's
Neither am I.
100% correct, but it would explain a lot of the reasons why a lot of companies come down as hard as they do on seemingly benign projects.
Exactly. Like the Pokemon, that one was, I forget, like
Pokemon Uranium.
Yeah, that looked. I barely followed it at all, but just from what little I saw, it looked fucking amazing.
Yeah, they made a new Pokemon game
Yeah, essentially, right?
with their own system. Like the Uranium part was actually a mechanic in the game
Oh,
where you had you essentially had radioactive Pokemon, and
Interesting.
they were like stronger, but then they had like permanent debuffs and stuff like that. So
that's kind of cool.
yeah. But yeah, that happened. The Nostralius WoW server.
Oh yeah, the
Um,
basic vanilla WoW.
Yeah, Star Fox, Metroid. Yeah, there's always fan games, and people always trying to like continue on IPs that aren't getting enough love. They feel. Well, maybe Pokemon's not the best example. Pokemon gets plenty of love,
Yeah.
but there's always fans looking to do stuff like that, and companies always coming down on them and seeming very draconian about it.
And with the common knowledge that we just gave, it would help explain. Not necessarily, it doesn't just like excuse it or necessarily mean that it's right, but it helps us understand why they seem to come especially hard on really small projects and things that actually help promote games. One of the best examples was the guy who remade Ocarina of Time on the Unreal 3 or
Yeah.
Unreal 4 engine. Like apparently Nintendo also like came down on him pretty hard.
Probably Nintendo is one of the tougher ones.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let Smash 4 be at Evo because they felt like it would ruin their product. Nintendo is what would be a good word for it? Notorious for silly, frivolous statements and actions that try to protect their IP.
Yeah.
They're rabid in trying to protect their IP, but in
Yeah.
the same essence, they make themselves look like killjoys.
Yeah. Well, it really drives home how disconnected they are with how
Connected Japan.
how things operate, because it's like, on the one hand, if they wanted it to be like a purely have fun free for all for casuals, then I can understand that they wouldn't want the consistent super serious try hard Evo players to be showing that this is what the game is.
Well,
But then at the same time, they also went to the extent of reissuing GameCube controllers and making adapters so that we would have higher fidelity control for the game. And they also have, like, online they have fun mode and serious one-on-one
Glory!
Final Destination only, no items, Fox only mode, which means that they were aware of more serious players, and they were okay enough with them. They were okay with them enough that they had support for them. Why would they go to the extent of not letting it at Evo for the supposed reason that it would ruin the image of the game?
Well, they wanted it to be a party game, a casual game, and they felt that by putting it at Evo, they would
Yeah.
separate it from the party game. It would be
Yeah,
Well,
that
this
is
is, that,
game
was, that was
for-
back at Brawl, wasn't it?
I would understand that for Brawl, because with Brawl,
that
that's
was
what-
for Smash 4 too.
Yeah,
Really?
that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
is
Smash 4
that
not in Evo? I thought
No,
it was.
they threatened to. It wasn't that they weren't going to.
But they
They changed
And-
their mind.
because they actually got smart. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. So that seems like a silly.
Threat, like
Yeah.
it's not
It-
like
it-
Evo's
it-
gonna stop happening.
It almost sounds like their legal department isn't talking with their developer side,
Um,
and the developer side's like, yeah, it's cool, and then the
Okay.
legal team's like, oh wait, no, we gotta stop. This is a Nintendo product. We can't let them show it like that.
okay,
But
yeah,
then
that's
maybe,
possible.
and then maybe like when they got the chain of emails going through, some guy was just like, wait, no, it's okay, chill out. And legal team was like, oh, okay.
So
that's a possibility.
retract my fangs and claws.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean it could just be an internal issue for Nintendo.
She smiled.
Oh man, she doesn't do that.
She doesn't.
Except she does.
That was weird.
It was. But yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That's
Like,
Yeah.
it's very easy to just see like Nintendo did this, but it's like it's Nintendo's a big company.
Yeah.
Just like EA, just like Square, all of them are big companies and they have departments, and all the departments aren't necessarily one-to-one with each other.
Yep.
Yeah. One thing that I would like to say, and I'll let you finish your point, was that
You should play Tales of Symphonia. It's good.
what I wanted to say was that you can't really attack the game and say, oh, we're just not going to buy this game, and say that, oh, they're probably going to listen to you, because as you mentioned before, they're just going to be like, oh, we're not going to make this game anymore because they're not buying it. It's more beneficial if you want a gaming company to listen to you is to attack their image. If their overall image as a company is attacked, they feel they take it on way more personally than they would if it were just about the game. Like, oh, this game sucks. No, EA sucks because they made this game and they didn't have to make it this way.
Well, I'll let you finish.
Oh, no, I mean, that's literally my point. I feel that if you're
Yep.
going to...
You want to go around the other way. Turn back. Keep going and make a right up ahead and drop down.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, that's very convoluted.
Elaborate. Yeah.
Cool. But
And
that's
then
that's
you
nice.
go right and go under.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, hidden stuff.
And you keep going forward. And then you open the chest and you turn back around and you go back up.
I'm gonna not listen to you. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go back,
Oh,
and
fuck.
then go left,
Oh, fuck.
and then I'm gonna do this.
We got a rebel here.
See, that's actually how you open a chest. You gotta follow that exactly.
You gotta fucking put on the Konami code every time.
It'll give us hidden
Yeah.
items. There's actually a door the other way, too.
Do we want to go that way?
It's a higher level area. If you want to go, we can. There's some kush.
Gosh. Actually, let's. I want to move through the story. We're 3 weeks behind,
Yeah. Let's do it.
and I already have a problem when I'm playing by myself in my own Let's Plays, where I just do all the side missions.
Do all the things.
Yeah. It's a bad habit of mine.
Yeah.
And then I get burned out on the game, and I don't touch it for like 5 years. I'm like,
Kind of-
oh yeah, I should finish this game.
Well, it's not like you aren't pushed forward by having two other people that are still playing the game with you.
What?
It's okay. I've seen the ending of this game. I can stop whenever I want.
But
I would hope that we're pushing you forward to finish this game.
there you are.
Okay.
But I mean, also I'm enjoying just doing these talks and whatnot. I've stopped actually paying attention to the story, so
Yeah. Like if you ever are confused about what's going on, I can give you a recap.
yeah.
Pets!
Oh, you have exactly as many. Go for it.
Man.
Oh fuck, we got a Shiba Inu tail.
Oh,
Shiba Inu
shit.
tail.
Oh guys, we got it. We got it now.
I hear Shibas are too smart for their own good.
I heard that too. They're really, really intelligent.
Yeah. Like you have to demand respect from them, otherwise they're just like, dude, who is this guy? I'm not gonna listen to him.
Sounds about right. But what was your last point that you're making?
James was making the point that in order to make effective change to a company or to like get their attention, you need to attack them as a company rather than attack their product.
Okay, as a brand. Okay, well, I disagree. When talking about not buying games in particular, yeah, if we just stopped at one game, but you have to realize that no matter what happens to a company, their bottom line is what matters the most. No matter how liberal you want to be about the idea of business and how you want to be all, saving the environment and being socially conscious and whatnot, none of that matters at the end if your company makes no money.
Yeah.
As much as I would love for that to never be the case anymore, that's the way it is for how our society works at the moment. So if you stop buying games, if a huge collective of people make a huge chunk, take away a huge chunk of sales, the company has no choice but to listen. Especially if the consumers specifically go, we will not buy your games if you do this, or if you don't do that.
I think you're both making the same point though, because
Yeah.
like one you're just trying to make effective change by hurting them where it hurts. James is arguing that their image is more important than their product, which you could say that your image is inexorably linked to your product, because if people say like, oh, this game was made by fucking, well, what's a bad company?
EA.
No.
EA is horrible.
I
They've
guess
actually
so.
won worst gaming company of the year.
Twice.
Was it 3 or 2?
So far, I only remember 2.
Okay, well, yeah, twice.
In any case, so like, if there was a game that you're really excited for, and then suddenly you saw that it was made by EA, would that negatively affect your buying habits?
Yes.
Yeah, so then that's where the image is important.
But it's also because of the practices that they do in particular. Like, you'll see similar practices with, say, an Ubisoft game with the most recent one that we were discussing was For Honor. You'll see similar practices in other games that they do. And you'll be like, oh, this is totally an Ubisoft practice.
Yeah.
And
like, if they ever make me try to use Uplay, I'm just not going to play the other game.
Yeah. So if that's the case and you see something that you don't like that they do in almost every game that they make, you pretty much are linking all of their products together. Even if they probably don't do it, it would be presumptuous of you to assume so, but it's their fault for making really crappy games in a series of similar mechanics.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're still buying their game, they're not going to care.
Yeah, it's like it's like a salesman selling an Eskimo refrigerator.
Those things can actually create enough heat that it would actually warm them.
No.
That's not the reason why.
That's not how it works. What
Or
is
should I
it?
say Inuit now? Inuit's probably better. But no one would know what I'm talking about if they're not really hip to
Okay,
it.
we get it.
We-
It's a
yeah.
person who lives in a cold climate.
Yes.
I mean, at that point, isn't that just the consumer's fault? This is a pretty dumb Inuit to buy a refrigerator if he doesn't need one.
Right. But there's still I mean, if they're gonna buy it, they're gonna buy it. Just, okay. I'm going to buy a refrigerator even though I don't need it. That's not a really big problem for them. The salesman gets a sale. You get something you don't really need. You were willing to spend the money anyway, so whatever. The fact is, if a salesman can sell something, they're gonna sell. They're gonna sell it.
Yeah.
If a person is gonna buy something, they're gonna buy it. And the cycle keeps going around until someone breaks down. Either they stop selling it or you stop buying it.
Yep.
But that's not as simple. It's just not, I'm going to magically decide, I'm not going to buy this thing that I always buy all the time. There has to be a reason behind it. There's always a reason behind your decisions. Either it's too expensive or the product is crappy.
That's the idea, is that we're we're not banding together to stop buying this game because we just want to stick it to the man.
Yeah.
We're doing it because they did something we don't like. The product is crappy. It's too expensive. Yada yada yada. Whatever our motivation might be.
Okay, these skunks are like
The
legit.
worst?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're almost as bad as
Here,
those pixies.
just corral them into a little area and we'll nuke them down.
Okay.
I need when we get higher level and I have bigger spells, it'll be less of an issue. But right now my crowd control is weak.
God. Being
Let's
paralyzed
see.
sucks.
Who
It
heals
does.
paralyzed? I forget who heals paralyzed. 1 second. Does my
My break heals paralyzed.
burns? Was it Aizen? No, his is slow. Is it paralysis? Okay, I'll switch over.
Oh God.
Fuck.
Let's just finish these guys off.
No, hold on. I can help you guys. All right, let's do this. Where the fuck am I? Oh God, I'm not. Okay.
I have orbs now. Cool.
All right, you guys aren't paralyzed. Whatever.
Wait, what was the point we're making?
I lost 2 orbs in like 2 seconds. This is horrible.
Can you walk into the paralysis?
Missed?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
missed.
active for like ever.
No, I know that, but and then counters was what I was trying to get at.
Me?
Yeah.
Probably? I don't know. I mean,
Like I would say, like if you were standing next to it, shield, dodge into it, and then push your counter button and see what happens.
I don't know.
I
if
know
can
that
do
seems like a pretty ballsy move.
Yeah, I mean, for someone that's not really great at playing Rokuro, I'm not really feeling that ability.
All right.
I'd have to get some practice time in there.
But yeah, anyways, so at the end of the day, that's the point. Exactly. Is that
We're arguing the method.
yeah.
The point.
And I my point was just saying that I feel that not buying the product is also a legitimate way of doing it.
Oh no, both of them are
Yeah.
legitimate. I just feel that, you know, if you don't want if you like the product that they're making, not buying it is not going to help
These
the
are
situation.
real quick. These are the Colosseums.
Oh,
There's no Colosseum in this game. There's just like challenge islands now.
oh, interesting.
Anyways, continue.
I like, for example, if you're talking about Persona 5, if you really like Persona 5 and Persona 5 is a great game, then yeah, by all means
see-
buy it. But if you want to just address the situation that they have, like they're putting out this huge DRM blockade, or they're preventing you from streaming the content that you purchased, this is your experience, you want to share your experience with as many people as humanly possible, they don't have a price tag on your experience, then by all means attack the said company
Yeah.
and
Okay.
make it very clear what they're doing is not right.
That's a fair point for this situation specifically. However, I feel that form of advice is a piece of advice to give as generally. People shouldn't just buy a game because they like it, even though they don't like the company. I feel that's the worst message you can give to a company. It's like, I really like this game, so I'm gonna buy it, but I really don't like this company.
Yeah. It's. I think everyone needs to make their own decision on it.
Yes.
Based off of how much they can tolerate from a company.
Or buy it used.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That honestly is the best way. to do it.
It's. There's a lot of balancing. There's no best way to do it, because like with Tales, I'd prefer if there wasn't DLC. They just kept the content in the game. But I mean, I would rather have a Tales game than no Tales game, even if it's
Riddled with DLC.
It's not necessarily riddled with DLC. It's just like I can tell that there's less content now because some of the content has shifted over into DLC. And while I'm not the happiest with it, it's not a deal breaker for me.
The other thing for me though is like I say all the time, I'm buying DLC because I know it's to support these games that would generally not be able to support themselves without the DLC.
Yeah, but then it also gives them the message that people want DLC.
True.
And it might shift their model further into DLC territory. Possibly. I'm not sure.
And that's a fair point.
It depends on
There
what
are
kind
some
of...
people that probably wouldn't buy said DLC either way, and you're encouraging them to sell more.
That's the thing is I'm fine with that because
Yeah.
right now there is no better method to give these people money.
That ends up...
Buying just the game is not enough to support the actual costs for the games that they're making.
But that ends
Give
up,
me
that
a
ends up
cool
just...
Rokuro skin.
You don't like your summer outfit?
No!
Your yukata?
No! I want something big and shiny and flashy and make me look super cool.
You don't want the fishing rod?
No!